Earlier we met Nick, a property developer keen to make his mark. He focused on Folkestone, where the new high-speed railway and developments are creating plenty of opportunities. And who wouldn't want to live near the seaside? Five months ago, Nick bought this old garage for just £100,000, but it wasn't automobiles he was interested in fixing.
I immediately thought it's a good sized plot, decent location, it's ripe for housing.
Ripe it may be, but Nick has never actually built a house from scratch, so he employed the help of family friend and architect, Rick.
When we take on a project like this, we look at the immediate environment. The majority of houses are three-storey Victorian terraced properties with a split-level entrance going up some steps to the front door. It's not a very wealthy part of Folkestone, so we can't be too extravagant in our ideas, and it has to fit in with the street.
Together they plan to build two four-bedroom properties with a twist. The bedrooms will be on the lower ground and first floor, while the top two floors will be the living spaces. But the main feature is this roof garden to make the most out of those lovely south-facing views.
Working with the architect has been great. I've had a number of conversations with him and we've come up with this design together. It was actually his idea to go with the upside-down house with the bedrooms lower down, the living space above, and I loved it, so I'm going with that.
The plans look great, but remember, there was one issue with this site which could sink the whole project. That would be if the soil tests proved there was contamination.
We were obviously a little concerned about the possibility of there being contaminated land, so we had to have a survey done, as you do if you're moving from industrial to residential. Luckily, they took some boreholes, took the samples to the lab, and it all came back fine.
As the soil has been given the all clear, there shouldn't be any problems getting their plans approved. But unfortunately, there is one other problem they'll need to take into account. A stream at the back has meant they've had to include flood defences.
Contacted the Environment Agency, and they have said that this area is a 1 in 100 year flood risk, which means that we have to take adequate precautions. So what my architect has done is he's drawn up sufficient barriers to the right height to enable the ground floors to stay dry if there is a flood again. And we're also putting non-returning valves in for the sewerage, so water can't come back up from there.
Simple as that. But when we first met Nick, he had no idea what his budget was. Now, with the plans made and the soil tests done, how much does he think it will all cost?
Well, we hope to have spent about 160 to 180 actually doing the build, combined with buying it and other associated fees like legals, architects and so forth, somewhere around the £300,000 mark.
And that's before building actually starts. This is a great opportunity, but it's a long way from finished. So what will two local agents make of the plans and their potential value?
First impressions, the plans are very good. Fantastic opportunity. I mean, very good location, close to Radnor Park, which is a good area with the main line railway station. It's obviously going to get you into London pretty quickly as well. And very close to the harbour development in Folkestone, which has been sort of talked about immensely with the redevelopment of the whole area. So yeah, very good location indeed.
My first impressions after looking at the plans is that the property is going to be very unusual and quirky, and they're also going to be very spacious. There's such a shortage of four-bedroom properties in Folkestone at the moment that these are going to get snapped up immediately.
I think the kind of people that are going to buy the property are going to be sort of more mature people working in London, teenage children, don't really tend to use the garden as much nowadays, more for the internal entertaining space.
Demand for new homes in the area means Nick's hoping this new build will fetch top price. How much do the agents think he could get for each property once finished?
I think on the open market, each property will be looking to achieve somewhere in the region of £195,000.
I would recommend putting the properties on the market at £195,000 each.
If Nick manages to stick to his build costs of £180,000 plus £20,000 in fees, that means he'll have made £100,000 profit overall. Let's just hope there are no more hurdles to jump and he can get cracking with the work. But he's confident that once built, they'll be snapped up quickly. Great work, Nick.
The street that we're on is a lovely residential area in Folkestone, and we feel that having the best houses on the street is going to be an easy sell for us. Everyone wants to live in this area, and we feel that putting good, well-proportioned, well-designed houses on the site will mean that we can sell them very quickly and make a good profit on them.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed watching the programme.
We'll see you next time for more stories from the auction room.
See you then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
For additional programme information, visit our website at bbc.co.uk/homes.
And you can also find out how the programme was made at the website. A news update next on BBC One, then back to property with To Buy or Not To Buy in just a couple of minutes.